Where do we see ourselves in 50 years? Unfortunately, what a lot of leaders do, particularly in the ocean space, is they say, where do we see ourselves, where do we manage our future for 5 years? The question we should be asking is that, where do we see ourselves in 50 years, in 100 years? I see ourselves right now as sitting on a precipice of change in the oceans, where we see a great amount of change coming down the pipeline in new kinds of ocean industry, whether it's mining, so we're beginning for the first time to mine in the oceans. Over 1 million square kilometers of oceans have been gazetted. We're beginning to build power plants in the oceans. Of course, that's part of the solution for getting low carbon energy, but it has to land right. We don't want all this new infrastructure for energy on top of migratory species pathways or on top of at-risk ecosystems. We have, aquaculture that's growing like gangbusters in the oceans. Where do I see ourselves in 50 years? I see ourselves, potentially, well, let me just talk about where I see ourselves right now, which is at a crossroads for the oceans, where we have to start visioning what 50 or 100 years are going to look like, where we have all of this new industry that's coming online, which will change the future of the oceans. We're going to make the biggest decisions we've ever made for the oceans in the next several years. And so I see ourselves today in a really special place to make that 50-year future, make that 100-year future sustainable, make it healthy for the oceans, and in turn healthy for us. There's a lot of potential in technology. I think part of what solution making will be getting new collaborators, new innovators in this conversation. So we need policymakers, absolutely. They're creating the infrastructure that will actually make change happen, but they need to be supported by scientists, by data makers, by people that are good spokespeople to take this message out in the public. Here, at the UN right now, the Ocean Conference has pushed all those people together in the same ecosystem. So this is a solution that we're swimming around in right now.